Good morning. Okay. Okay, you guys, happy Friday. There is quite a lot of energy moving through our planet. I mean, you talk about solar flares, you talk about the eclipse season starting, you talk about the new moon approaching. I mean, you talk about just the purging that's occurring, the levels of purging that's occurring, right? We have levels of purging that's occurring, you know, from different cultures and different systems and communities, and it's just so much. And my encouragement is that we do not embody the energy that is coming towards our vessel or even coming out of our vessel. We do not need to identify as that energy. We can be sovereign, take that energy and say, energy, what is it that you need? You need to be heard. You want to be, you want to come out of that crevice, that pocket that you've been stuck in. And this is what we're doing. And so as a light worker, as people who work with energy, you know, we are taking that energy and pushing it where it needs to go so it can be freed, right? And it's important for us to ascend and to not look at this energy as if it's who we are, right? We don't need to identify with the feelings, right? But a lot of people end up identifying with the feelings. You identify with not being seen, not being heard, in whichever capacity that might be, whether people think it's valid or whether people don't think it's valid. There's still energy that needs to come up and out. And so, you know, we can really get lost in this whole process. So just if you resonate with this so far, this is just a small reminder that you do not need to identify as it. You can look at it, be the energy worker that you know you are, push that energy, transcend the lesson, and then allow yourself to be able to free that with other people. Push that in other people's directions in your community, and really help all of us to kind of become lighter by not carrying all this dense energy. You know, it's something we can do collectively together. If you resonate with this, then you understand what I'm really talking about, because I'm really trying to keep it high level. I don't like the idea of getting lost in the details too much, but so if you resonate with this and you have something that's coming forward, maybe this is for you. So the card that came out is Divine Discomfort. Initiation through emotional turbulence. I can't make this up, you guys. I allow discomfort to initiate my awakening. I allow discomfort to initiate my awakening. I allow discomfort to initiate my awakening. Divine discomfort. These things are not by accident. The way that this energy is coming up, it is never to just ignite a war, to ignite, discord within different communities of people, within your community of your own friendships and family members. Like, it's never to create havoc. It's always to say, hey guys, look, there's something here that we need to look at. Not even for you to make other people do things, but for you to do that within your own self. When you become lighter, when you carry less of that energy, and you are aligned again with your value system and what your purpose is and what you came here for, then we can actually start to make a change, right? It's okay to feel the emotional turbulence that comes up and want to act on that and speak on that. We all have different reasons for being here on this planet, but my whole thing is, let's not get lost in it, because when you identify as that energy, you carry a lot more and for a lot longer things that were not necessarily meant for you to really carry, right? Our ancestors carried a lot. Everyone's ancestors carried a lot of energy, and when we are transmuting that, we don't need to identify as it, because that actually creates more illness in our own bodies. It creates more distraction and more distortion and more lots of things that we don't need to kind of get lost in, right? So divine discomfort, right? Looking at it from a divine perspective and not from a discomfort perspective. Looking at it from a sovereign perspective, as in you have the ability to actually change the scenario from a energetic level, despite what is being shown to you on a human 3D matrix world level. Okay, I believe in all of you. Take a mental health break. Take a break from social media. Take a break from hearing the stories that are, cycling and making you feel like you don't have any power, and go inward and see what power you actually do have, because you definitely have power. It wants to be channeled in a very specific way, specific to you, in a way that lifts you up. I believe in you. Have a wonderful day. Much love.